Hey 12s, wake up. Get in here. Sound the alarms. This is not a drill. I'm talking to every single member of the greatest fan base in the NFL. From the diehards who've been camping outside the VMAX since March to the fans watching from Alaska to Australia. What you're about to read isn't just another off-season update. This is a triple threat earthquake that's about to reshape massive stories that seem unrelated on the surface. A seventh-round draft pick the NFL literally forgot existed, a former superstar running back fighting for his career, and a division rival's shocking retirement that just blew the NFC wide open. But here's the thing, 12s, these stories are connected in ways that could determine whether we're hosting playoff games or watching from our couches. Come January, smash that like button right now. Subscribe if you haven't already, because trust me, you're going to need every update coming your way. Drop a comment telling us which position group has you most worried heading into 2025. But by the end of this, you might be changing your answer completely. The draft experts called him invisible. The media didn't even have his photo ready. Scouts are already writing him off as camped by anyone else's rules. This unknown warrior from the cornfields of Iowa might just be the missing piece nobody saw coming. Are you ready for the shock that's about to rock the entire NFL? Because what happens next could change everything. Mason Richmond. Remember that name, 12s, because you're about to hear the most insane draft story of 2025. When John Schneider stepped up to the podium with pick number 234 in the 7th round, he called out a name that had NFL Network scrambling. They literally didn't have this guy's photo in their system. The production crew was frantically Googling Mason Richmond, Iowa, while Roger Goodell was already announcing the next pick. But here's where it gets wild. Our own draft analyst Alexander Castro, who spent hundreds of hours studying Iowa game film this season, admits he was focused on center Logan Jones, his top target for 2026, and right guard Connor Caby, snatched by the 49ers. Richmond Castro says he was the least eye-catching of the group and gives him almost zero chance of making our final 53-man roster. This from a guy who's been nailing draft predictions for field goals since 2024. Hold your horses, though. Let me drop some truth bombs on you about 7th-round Seahawks history. Chris Carson, 7th-round pick, became a 1,000-yard rusher. David Moore, 7th-round pick, clutch touchdown machine. Malcolm Smith, 7th-round pick, Super Bowl MVP. J.R. Sweezy, 7th-round pick, Pro Bowl guard. And get this, Richmond's athletic testing is mind-blowing. His short shuttle time would have ranked 6th at the NFL Combine among all offensive linemen. His 3-cone drill, 3rd best in the entire class. This 310-pound mammoth moves like a guy 50 pounds lighter. Here's the real tea that nobody is talking about. Richmond started 52 games at left tackle for Iowa, the most by any player under Kirk Fentz since 1999. He earned all Big Ten honorable mention 4 straight years. The Hawkeyes rushed for 197.22 yards per game in 2024, 3rd in the Big Ten, and their best since 2002. PFF graded his zone blocking at 76.7, ranking him 33rd among 131 qualified tackles. And guess what scheme our new offensive coordinator is installing? That's right, a zone-heavy system. That's exactly what Richmond's been mastering for half a decade. While everyone's sleeping on this pick, Pete Carroll's replacement, Mike McDonald, immediately corrected reports saying Richmond would play guard. They see him as a pure tackle. Castro points out the flaws. Short arms 32,038, struggles in pass protection, loses blocks at the second level. But remember what they said about Russell Wilson being too short. Remember when they said DK Metcalf couldn't run routes? This organization has built dynasties on proving the experts wrong. But if you think that's a make-or-break-act story, buckle up for the next chapter about a running back whose entire legacy is on the line. While everyone's debating draft picks, let's talk about the elephant stampeding through our backfield. Kenneth Walker III is facing the most crucial season of his professional life and 12s. The pressure cooker is set to maximum. This former Michigan State sensation, who exploded onto the scene with 150 rushing yards and 9 touchdowns as a rookie, has watched his production fall off a cliff. And the 2025 season might be his last chance to prove he belongs among the NFL elite. Let me paint you the brutal picture of his decline. 2022 rookie. Year 1.95 yards, 4.1 yards per carry, 8 touchdowns. Missed 1,000 by just 95 yards. 2024 573 yards, 3.8 yards per carry, 5 touchdowns. Career low 12 games played. The injuries have been mounting: oblique strain, ankle sprain, shoulder issues, and Zach Charbonnet has been lurking in the shadows, snatching carries and proving he can handle the load. Walker enters the Feist Week at